HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we've got a bottle of beer from BrewDog with a very strange name, Restorative Beverage for Invalids and Convalescents. It's an 8.7% ABV IPA. It's got a little bit of a weird backstory to it. I'll just get my phone out and give you the details because it's a little bit different. I know there was some kind of research based on Mitch Steele's book, some entries in that, but it's all down to, I've just got the website here, readings from a textbook by Dr. Jonathan Pereira called A Treatise on Food and Diet, and it's from 1845, and the passage that I guess inspired this beer in a way was carefully fermented so as not to be devoid of all sweetness, or in other words to be dry, and it contains double the usual quantity of hops. It forms therefore the most valuable restorative beverage for all invalids and convalescents. Obviously BrewDog, massively into hoppy beer, bitter beer, kind of took on that ethos more than anything, I'd say, and brewed this beer. So I think they also looked at historical recipes based on findings from Mitch Steele's book and all his research. And so this beer is very, very pale and very, very hoppy, and I guess they're meant to be really drying it out, making it very bitter. I have had this on draft once, the weekend that it was launched. So let's get into a glass and see what it's all about. As you'd expect, really pale, very pale yellow. If you didn't know any better, you'd think it was a lager. I pour it all in, so it's well conditioned. Of course it's not, it's BrewDog. Excuse me. Yes, very pale, great carbonation, pure white froth on top, so let's check out the aroma. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, big, juicy pine, ripe grapefruit, kind of sweetened lemons, nice amount of like clear acacia honey, very floral, like kind of honeysuckle, maybe something like daffodils in a weird way as well, maybe slightly nutty in a roasted peanut kind of way, cashew nut. Smells great, so let's dive in. Cheers. I think that's the palest IPA I've seen from BrewDog. Oh yeah, come on. That is absolutely jam-packed with hop flavour. It's the kind of beer that I like, I've got to admit. Big, massive pineapple, really massive pineapple. Good amount of resinous pine, lovely amount of fresh, like sliced up grapefruit. Once again, a nice subtle wisp of acacia honey, so it's kind of like clear sweet honey, which adds something. I know it's saying that it shouldn't have the ethos behind this, it shouldn't be sweet in any way, but I think it does have a nice amount of balance. It's not crushingly bitter either. It doesn't have the resinousness, what a terrible word, of a lot of BrewDog's beers, a lot of BrewDog's hoppy beers. James Watt, obsessed with Simcoe. Me, not the biggest fan of Simcoe. I don't know what hops are in this, but I'm not getting those big dank hops. For me, this is all kind of sea hops. Columbus, Cascade, Centennial, Citra, Amarillo. It's those kind of hops for me. It's not as dank, it's more lively, sharp, and once again, I said pineapple. Lovely. Stupidly drinkable for its ABV. Good amount of mouthfeel. I think this is absolutely fantastic. When you think about the beers on BrewDog's roster, IPA wise, Punk, Jackhammer, Hardcore. I like all those beers, some more than others. I love Punk, it's up and down, it's still up and down. It's sometimes amazing, sometimes okay. Never bad though, it's always a decent quality. Hardcore, it's not my kind of thing, it's a bit too big and boozy. Jackhammer can be absolutely banging when it's on form. This is probably the best IPA I've had from BrewDog in recent history. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Translated really well to the bottle from the keg that I had. Lovely stuff. Please stick this in on your permanent range, BrewDog, because you've done an absolute blinder with this. So that's BrewDog's Restorative Beverage for Invalids and Convalescents, an 8.7% ABV IPA. Is there anything about the hops on the side of there? No, based on some crazy idea. Based out of, essentially, beer's good for you because some book from 1843 said so. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. I love this. See you next time. Cheers.